Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Weny Eka Wahyu Maulidya with student number is 190321100006 and 5. I'm from B Class of Agribusiness, Faculty of Agriculture, Universitas Trunajaya Madura. In this video, I will explain about the cooperation business and the study of the case to fulfill the test of the legal and business ethics. Okay, previously in here I will explain about the material about cooperation in the business. Cooperation is an effort done by some people or groups together to achieve a specific goals. Cooperation can happen when the individuals concerned have the interest and awareness to work together to reach goals and interests. According to the business dictionary, cooperation in the business is everything related to mutually profitable partnership, setting by voluntary. The same work becomes a profitable thing because the problems of the business fights become lighter. And the next, there are four kinds of business cooperation, including number 1 is merger, number 2 is consolidation, number 3 is franchise or waralaba, and then number 4 is joint venture. Okay, first I will explain about the merger. Merger is combined between two companies or more, where there is only one company that stands. Based on the limit law article 1 of 9. The merger defined as a legal deed carried out by one perserac or more to combine themselves with the perserac that has been the resulting in an activation and fitting. From perserac, whose status is combining perserac status and subsequently combining legal entities. Next is consolidation. Consolidation is the merger of two or more companies that combine each other and merge into one form of a new business entity. Consolidation or fusion is generally done with the purpose to make the company healthy. Okay, number 3 is franchise or waralaba. The franchise is united. One of the parties is given the right to utilize and use the right to intellectual property are the typical characteristic of other parties in return to under requirements determined by the other parties in order to provide an or service. And then number 4 is joint venture. Joint venture is one of the agreement activities or consent concluded by two parties or more to conduct a cooperation in an activities. In this case, the approval is an agreement with a deal on an agreement to hold the principle of the criminal code. Okay. In this explanation, I will discuss more related to business cooperation in the form of venture circuit or joint venture. And let me show the company profile that conduct cooperation of venture circuit or joint venture.
Company profile that concluded cooperation of joint venture. Suntory Beverage and Food. Suntory was founded by Shinjiro Tori in 108-9 in Osaka. The company is moving in the field of beverage industry as sold grape import in Osaka. Shop into a company in Kotobukiya in 109-20 and in 109-20 Tori Shinjiro expanded his business. Then she makes a venue of first wine in Japan who was named Yamazaki. Suntory Beverage and Food provides product in a variety of categories, from canned coffee drinks, mineral water, tea, functional drinks, and others so on. Sanitary beverage and food expands Wahyu, that is a drink and healthy foods that suit to consumer health goals. Sanitary beverage and developing his business in several parts of the world, such in Europe, Asia, Oceania, and America. Garuda Food Indonesia. The Indonesian company is cooperation with Sanitary Beverage and Food is Garuda Food Indonesia. Garuda Food is one of the many companies that are moving in industry in the medical and drinks in Indonesia. Garuda Food is a company under the Hood Group as the parent company. Garuda Food began from PT Jaya Hood of Putra Hood TPJ, was founded in the region Central Java in 1997 and 9. The founder of his late Dharma Putro, which was the former fight who chose to pursue the world if business after the Indonesian nation become independent.
And here's an example of case related to business cooperation in joint venture. And the company is on joint venture is the Garuda Food Indonesia with sanitary beverage and food in the food industry and light drinks in Indonesia. International cooperation is a form of relationship committed by one country with other countries, which aim to fulfill the needs of people and the interests of the world. Cooperation includes cooperation in the fields of politics, economic, culture, and security defense states. Economic cooperation drawn to improve both sides' welfare. In the impact of economic cooperation against Indonesia is economic is increasing state foreign exchange, increased investment from the state foreign. In addition, in the present economic cooperation will open a vast field of work. Domestic companies, the Garuda Food Indonesia, did cooperation with sanitary beverage, and the food that is a child enterprise from the company Japanese multinational Sanitary. This cooperation is conducted in the surgery venture or joint venture. The form of cooperation carried out by Garuda Food with sanitary beverage and food in industry, food and like drinks in Indonesia venture surgery or joint venture or status companies. In the two hemispheres of the world, there is a pattern of defense mutually profitable between countries in the world. Indonesia involvement in international cooperation, both bilateral and multilateral, did not regardless of the political goals of Indonesia who have a national interest in it. Thus, Indonesia can benefit maximum of the cooperation, especially when cooperation is implemented with countries that have more ability to within the political, economy, or security. And the next is subject of joint venture. In cooperation venture, surgery has three elements. First is cooperation of two parties or more. This can be seen from the cooperation between Garuda Food and Sanitary Beverage and Food. And second is the capital provided by parties making cooperation, evidenced by 49% of capital from Garuda Food and 51% capital of Sanitary Beverage and Food. And the third is agreement. This is evidenced by signing the treaty between Sanitary Beverage Food on July 14, 2011. Okay, it's all about presentation from me. If there is something wrong and any mistake, I'm sorry, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.